guys, this is GFX Dude from Tutcove.com, and today I'm going to bring you a tutorial. I don't guess it's really a tutorial, but it can be. It's the top 6 things people forget to back up before they do a wipe and reload. And I just ran into this trouble myself, so I thought I'd make a video about it. So I've made me a list here. As you can see, the number 6 we're going to start with is the installed programs list. I did make this one actually. This is the only thing on this list that I remembered to back up. So I'm going to go ahead and show you just an easy way to do that. I opened up Notepad and I opened up my program files folder and compared them side by side and compiled a list of all my installed programs that I have on there, so I didn't forget to install something. And that really comes in handy. Actually, I saved it as a text because I didn't have Word installed at that time. So I made a text so I'd be sure I'd be able to read it on the computer before I'd installed some type of document reading software. And so this is just a list of all the programs I had installed, and I have managed to get most of these reinstalled already. So it doesn't take too long. But that's the number one thing, or the only thing I remember to back up before I wiped and reload my computer. So let's see what the next thing is. Next up, we have the program's configuration and preference files. So maybe you changed your preferences in Photoshop or some other program, and those preferences aren't saved in the user data folder, which most people just back up. The most common backup is just coming to your local disk and backing up your user folder that has all your documents, pictures, musics. If you set it up that way, at least. And if you didn't, you should remember to back up wherever you saved it at. But your configuration isn't saved in your user folder, so it's saved. Well, I just X'd out of that. Say you wanted to back up your Photoshop configuration files. You've got to browse to your C drive or whatever you're installing your programs on, whatever hard drive it is. Go to your program files, find your program. Let's see, that's 86. Let's go with 64. Photoshop, and most folders will have a configuration, or most programs will have a configuration folder in there if they have editable configuration on them. So if you come into configuration and your XML file of your config, that's the one you need to back up. You can also just copy and paste the entire folder if you like to, just so you know it's there. But if you click this, copy it, and bring it to whatever you're backing up to. For me, I'm backing up to an external I have. So backup demo, paste, and there you have it. It's your Photoshop configuration file, and I'd like it to have a name so I know what it is. And just drag that in there. It's always best to be organized with the backup. So that was number 5. Number 4 is your drivers. I put that on here so you would realize that all your drivers aren't reinstalled when you just do a wipe and reload. You have to download them, unless you have your original restore disk or you made a restore partition. But if just backing up your drivers folder won't really give you all the drivers because it won't register the entries into your register or registry. You'll still have to download the drivers, but at least you'll have the names of them, the specific names, so you can download the individual driver if you need it. Let's find that, System32. To get to your drivers folder, you need to go to your operating system drive. For me, it's my C drive. Browse to your Windows folder, System32, and here's your drivers folder. If you double click that, it has all the drivers installed on your computer. And drivers are mainly used to just tell the computer how to run your hardware. So the best thing to do is just copy and paste it into wherever you're backing up again. I didn't copy it because that would take a while, but that's the process right there. You need to back up your drivers folder so that you can, if I needed the, let's see, some specific driver I couldn't find, I could have the name of it right here and compare it with my new setup, and see what drivers I'm missing, so you could Google them and download the individual drivers. So next up is the data saved directly on the C drive. Some programs, not too many anymore, but some programs will install their program files directly to your C drive. See, I have 2 right here, Isadora, which is like a music server, and the one I use most is SoftPlan, which is like an architectural program. But if I had downloaded some type of custom cabinetry or different profiles that didn't initially come with the program, they would have been installed into this folder. And if you backed up your user data folder or your program files folder, the whatever was installed directly on your C drive would not be there. So you need to always double check your C drive and see if any programs have installed themselves onto your C drive. See, I can run BlueJ directly from my C drive. It doesn't like me to because I don't have the Java installed yet. But that's number 3 on things forgotten. Number 2 is data saved in program files or folders. Right now, I don't think I have any programs installed that save their files directly onto the into the program files, but I have done some work from other people, and one commonly messed up program, or if you reinstall the program after a wipe and reload, you won't be able to recover your files because they're not saved in your documents or anything, is the Family Tree Maker program, and I've run into that problem a couple times doing stuff for other people. And the Family Tree Maker, it has a file type by itself. If you open up the program, but this goes for any program, mainly if you open up the program and go to Open or File Open, it'll have a file type on the, let's see, if you go to File Open on any program, we'll do it right here, if I can. See, Open isn't here. Anyways, if you go to File Open on some program, it'll have a file type. Right here. It'll have open type instead of save type. I'm just doing this for demonstration. And the file type that the program uses will be right here. It'll like be dot something. So then if you're running Vista 7, you can come down here and type in do an asterisk dot in the file type, and it'll bring up any file it finds with the specified file type, and it should be able to find that the file that the program is using. So for Family Tree Maker, I'm not sure what the extension was, but I would have to do this same procedure and copy those files directly from the program files into my backup directory. And the last thing that is the number 1 most forgotten piece of data to back up before you do a wipe and reload are your fonts. And I'm really irked about forgetting to back up my fonts because I had a lot of fonts that I downloaded. So to be able to back up your fonts, if you open up your control panel, if you're in Vista 7, you need to click All Control Panel Items. If you're in XP, you'll have a folder there already that says Fonts. And here's your fonts. You can just click your fonts folder, Control A, copy, and then if you made your folder in your backup, say it was called fonts, I'll copy a few of these. And here are all my font files that I've backed up. I didn't do all of them, but that's the best way to back up your fonts with copy and paste. There's some other ways to back up fonts using standalone programs, but this one is sure to work because you're doing it manually. So as I said, guys, wipe and reloading your hard drive can sometimes be a lot easier than having to fix a virus or something's got corrupted. You need to fix it with your operating system, but backing up your user data and your program files, pictures, things like that don't always get you what you need in the long run because you don't have your configurations anymore, your customizations, your fonts, anything you've installed directly to your C drive, things that aren't commonly thought about before backup. So guys, this has been GFX Dude. Remember to check out the site at tutcove.com.
I'm locked in hiding like a rock and roll move, cause you know I got unused to the space that I'm occupying. You really ain't in the thing.